doing a simulcast and doing a YouTube as well as a blog talk. Just a short YouTube, just to let people know we're still pressing forward for the glory of God. And so you and YouTube land be able to look down in the corner there in the description and see how to get to our link. Those of you that are here, we thank God for you. Those in the chat room, those on the phone lines, we praise God for each one of you that's with us today. For we know that the Lord is good and His mercy endures forever. I'm glad my wife is with us. Prophets, I don't know, it's quiet today. Would you have the unction to lead us in the disciples' prayer? You feel like that? Not sure she's on the line. And so those of you on YouTube, we're going to say the prayer with my wife. This will be neat. Go ahead there. Maybe she's saying it and we don't know it. I'm here now. I hear you now. Okay, if you would, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. I'm going to say it right after you. Go ahead. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Praise God. For you and YouTube, I know that's strange, but what we're doing, my wife was saying it on Blog Talk Radio for those that are in the chat room and on the phone lines, and I was saying it after her, and then you can repeat after me. I mean, it's just a chain reaction. How beautiful to be able to say that prayer. Prophet, is anything you want to share today, since we have your lovely voice with us today? You feel the unction of the Holy Spirit? Yes. Amen. Praise God. Well, we receive that. I received that, and of course those listening can. You and YouTube, I was silent for a moment. I know you said, "What is going on?" Well, the again, we can't link the two. At least I haven't learned how to do that yet. But and that's something I'm told we can do eventually. So we'll learn how to do that. And so when someone is speaking on Blog Talk directly into the mic, we'll have it so you can hear it as well. Those of you that don't come to the programs. But you and YouTube just know that we're here praying each day, Monday through Friday, at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time or 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then today we'll be back on with Brother Shannon with Omega Man at 8 o'clock, and that's Pacific Standard Time. And then the rest of the week, Tuesday and Thursday, also at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for the Conversation with the Prophets. So we have much programming, and if you simply look down in the description bar, you'll see the links to those different programs or services, and we'd love you to join us. Alrighty, we'll be blessed. We're going to go ahead and continue with our thought for today, which is courage. That's the word that has come to mind for today. And I tell you, because there's so much that we can see and know happening in and around us. And there's a lot on the word itself, courage. And then you have the word discouragement, which obviously means that you're not being encouraged. Alright? It's the opposite of that. And then the word for encouragement, so we have that. And then we just have the plain old word courage. So we have a lot of different things that we'll talk about today. We'll see how far we get. Bravery is also, and you know, I think it is brave for people that live in this day and time to serve the Lord and to serve Him with a mind and a determination, knowing that opposition is great. It always has been. And I think about the people who say that persecution is increasing. Well, I believe that according to the word, you know, many are the afflictions of the righteous. And so I believe if you are living a righteous life, you should have been having some challenges already anyway. And for people to start saying, just because certain things have happened with regard to various laws that favor the perverse way of life in America, if we look at it truthfully, if we do what we're supposed to do, then it's going to come. The persecution will come regardless of what's happening in the world. And so we have to just keep our focus, like the prophets just said, on what's happening with the Lord. Because I'm telling you, if you look at what's going on in the world, oh my, you'll get sick to your stomach. And but we have to know, I believe, that in the end, if we hold on, somehow are able to hold on, we will win, and we will be with the Father in eternity, starting with getting our crowns and then going into that 1,000 years. So let's see what we have for the word courage, which comes up. I'm seeing a lot of different things, so let's start right here. The first thing, God gives us the victory, and that's when we trust Him, and that's a place where we want to be as much as we can, not all. You know, in Proverbs it says to trust the Lord with all thine heart. So here in Psalms 112, verse 8, he says, his heart is established. He shall not be afraid until he sees his desire upon his enemies. It's courage. And